Muslim groups commend Kano government for banning Things Fall Apart and other textbooks. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. Please subscribe to our channel to get notified when we post hot juicy news updates. Please click on the notification bell. The Muslim rights concern Mirik has reacted to the recent ban of some textbooks and literature materials in schools by the Kano state government. Kano state government had prohibited a number of textbooks in nursery, primary and secondary schools considered harmful and containing sexual explicit contents. In a statement, Mirik chairman in Kano, Hassan Indabawa, commended the move by the state government, led by Governor Abba Yusuf, to remove lewd teaching materials from the curriculum of basic schools. Therefore, all parents, educationists, learners, and advocates must embrace and support the initiative so as to tame the alarming rise of immorality amongst the youth in the state, he said. Mr. Indabawa further said that the Mirik was one of a frontline advocate for the removal of all obscene teaching aids from the nation educational system. Mirik rejoiced and commends the government of Kano for doing the needful by prohibiting the use of some selected teaching materials found to contain sexually explicit contents. Nigerians are aware that in the last 20 years, classical English literature books and novels such as Macbeth, Merchant of Venice, Things Fall Apart, among others, have been removed from our school curricula. They have been replaced with sex-related local English literature and other science books containing lewd and pernicious matters to give the unsuspecting young school people the wrong impression that self-control is unnecessary. As we may equally be aware, what of the negative consequences of the sexualization of the primary and secondary school pupils, he said. He added that the prohibition of the use of those offensive textbooks must be backed by appropriate legislation to provide legal framework for sanctioning any erring school authority for effective implementation of the government's directive. Well, this is what I'm going to say. This person will write this thing just won't find trouble. This person will write this headline just won't find trouble. Just want to pitch, people against each other. Well, while I say, okay, there is nothing wrong in doing this, but my honest, this is how I'm going to come in. What's the need of these things if at the end of the day, somebody who is 80, 70, 60, 50 can pick up a 14-year-old girl, a 13-year-old girl, and still ask for hand in marriage, and the parents of that girl will give their children. To me, you see that this particular girl is not where to start at all. It's not the right place to start. They should make sure they are doing this, they are banning it, they are also banning child marriage. Meanwhile, Achebe'S so-called commander was caught in a hotel with someone else's wife. You don't see him. You understand? The caption is the opposite of what the body says. Yes, because like I said, if you read the caption, you say they ban these books. Meanwhile, in the body of the news, they wrote that other books that contain sexually illicit material was banned, but those that did not contain was upheld, right? Like I say, person will write this particular headline in plan of making pitch people against people. This is how you all hate the sale of alcohol but benefit from the proceeds. Your men marry younger underage young girls, yet you say nothing of the box of teaching about sex and keep dieting in pretense. Exactly. You understand? You're coming out to say this. Meanwhile, like I say, 50-year-old man can easily go to the house of a 12-year-old and say, by next year when she'll be 13, or by next year when she'll be 14 or 15, I will come and ask for hand in marriage. To me, it really doesn't cut it. This is not the only way to go about it. That decision will affect the proper intellectual advancement of the entire population in a very competitive secular world. People are going to the moon. AI is taking over the world, but your concern is banning books. When are you going to ban poverty, hunger, filth, violence, and acts in Kano? All right. The people are okay. Boko Haram states the same children they marry and scatter at age 9. I'm telling you, I'm saying age 12, 13. Meanwhile, there are people who before then. All right, at the end of the day, at the end of the day, this particular All right. This is absolute nonsense, pretend to be sanctimonious but very corrupt and dirty in the heart. I do not have time to read the content books because I have many things to attend to. Foolishness everywhere in Northern Land. No, allow them hear you. They'll come for you. That is their own cup of tea. Things Fall Apart is one of the most translated literatures world over. How does that affect the world's literature posture? I'm very busy with the right issues. Please, I am not available. I say person will write that particular news headline. The person needs to be flogged. Sincerely. Reserve respected. Again, I'm wondering what obscene is found in Achebe'S Things Fall Apart. In what ways have you banned the internet? Now, let's even ask how many people have actually read it. It looks the low bar to education in the States may have more to give room to gallivanting than seriousness. Some Northern elites are maintaining plain frivolities to seek applauses than through human resources capital development. The writer's caption was wrong. They did not ban Things Fall Apart but lamented that books like Macbeth and Things Fall Apart have been replaced by sexual motivating books over the last 20 years. That is what they said. This person will write this thing just want pitch. What's it called? Want to get traffic. I want to pitch us against them. Alright. They don't have good things in mind, rather evil and jealousy. Can that stop our youth that are already into all these vices? Stop or how? Eye service cannot take us anywhere in this country. I understand and I agree. Eye service cannot take anywhere. Okay. All right. Now Things Fall Apart to make una children know they go school, leaving the very important things and chasing frivolities out of sentiment. I repeat, this is not how it is supposed to be. Alright. The title of this post is misleading. Very, very misleading. The content is completely different from the headline, and I don't know why it is like that. Pagans continue to fight for Almighty Allah, has no power to fight for himself. I do wonder the kind of mental reasoning you people have. When the book will come out in white literature in English, they should all be ready to fail English in the exam. The ban of book of sexual content, but they can kill and burn human being whom they think is disrespecting the religion, yet they see nothing evil about it. Blind people everywhere. Alright, at the end of the day, let us see how this goes. Now, I just hope people have understood that the headline was actually misleading. The headline was misleading, but me, I'm even saying that banning of those books now is like facing maybe fire at the burn house. They use air, they blow the fire. What thing will happen? Other things will catch fire, join. Alright, on this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.